Sometimes relationships don't end because of one big mistake, but because of small habits we don't even notice. Let's talk about the everyday behavior that can quietly destroy a relationship and how to stop them before it is too late. My name is Natasha. Welcome to Favor Adore You.
So we'd be starting from 10 down to 1, pay attention. 10. Poor communication, not talking about how you feel. Not talking about your feelings is like trying to play a game with someone, but you don't tell them the rules. If you don't share how you feel or what's on your mind, the other person doesn't know what you're thinking. This can lead to misunderstandings, where one person might feel ignored, unimportant, or upset, but the other person doesn't even realize something is wrong. Over time, these small misunderstandings build up and create a lot of frustration, causing arguments or making both of you feel distant from each other. If you are guilty of this, here's the solution. The solution is to always talk openly and honestly with each other. If something is bothering you, don't keep it inside. Share your feelings in a calm way, and also listen when the other person wants to talk. Good communication helps both of you understand each other better, solve problems, and stay connected. By making time to talk and listen, you can avoid many of the issues caused by poor communication. Moving to number 9, being disrespectful. This is like throwing small stones at your partner every day. At first, it might not seem like a big deal, but over time, it causes a lot of pain. When you're rude, make fun of them, call them names, or ignore their feelings. It hurts their self-esteem and makes them feel unloved or unimportant. In a relationship, both partner needs to feel valued and respected. Disrespect breaks trust, causes constant arguments, and creates a toxic environment where one or both people feel like they don't matter. If you are guilty of this, the solution is to always show kindness and respect, even when you're upset. Treat your partner the way you would want to be treated. Instead of using hurtful words, explain how you feel in a calm and respectful way. Show appreciation for their thoughts and feelings, and be willing to apologize if you've said or done something hurtful. Respect keeps the relationship strong and builds trust between both people.
Moving on to number 8. Lack of trust. Lack of trust in a relationship is like walking on a shaky bridge. You're always scared it might break. When you don't trust your partner, you constantly doubt their actions, question their honesty, and feel insecure. This leads to jealousy, suspicion, and constant checking up on them. Over time, this can make the other person feel suffocated and untrusted, even if they've done nothing wrong. Without trust, it becomes hard to relax and enjoy the relationship.
If you are guilty of this, the solution is to build and maintain trust through honesty and open communication. Be truthful with your partner and trust them, unless they give you a real reason not to. If trust has been broken, talk about what happened and work on rebuilding it by being patient and consistent. Trust grows when both partners are reliable, transparent, and give each other the benefit of the doubt. Moving on to number 7, taking your partner for granted. Taking your partner for granted is like never watering a plant. You assume it will keep growing on its own, but eventually it wilts. In a relationship, when you stop noticing or appreciating the little things your partner does, they begin to feel invisible, unappreciated, or even unloved. With time, this can lead to resentment, where one person feels like they're putting in effort while the other doesn't care. It can also create emotional distance, making the relationship feel one-sided and unbalanced. If you are guilty of this, the solution is to regularly show gratitude and appreciation. Take the time to notice the small things your partner does, acknowledge them, let your partner know you value their presence in your life. Make an effort to contribute equally to the relationship, both emotionally and practically. Always reciprocate the love shown to you. It makes your partner happy. Moving to number 6, always wanting it your own way, not compromising. Not compromising in a relationship means always playing your favorite game and never letting your partner choose what they want to play. When one person insists on having things their way all the time, it creates an unfair and frustrating dynamic. With time, the other person may feel their opinions and needs aren't respected, leading to feelings of resentment and unhappiness. Constantly refusing to meet in the middle can result in arguments, emotional distance, and eventually, the relationship breaking down because it feels one-sided. The best approach is to practice teamwork. In a healthy relationship, both people's needs and preferences should be considered. This means sometimes putting aside your own wants to make the other person happy, and other times, they'll do the same for you. Openly discuss situations where you disagree, and try to find a middle ground where both of you feel heard and valued. By sharing decisions and showing flexibility, you build a stronger and more balanced relationship where both people's needs are met. Moving on to number 5, you could be neglecting your partner. Neglect in a relationship is like leaving a fire unattended. It slowly dies out without adding more coals to keep it burning. When one person stops paying attention to their partner's needs, whether it's emotional support, spending quality time, or showing affection, the relationship begins to feel empty. Soon, the neglected person feels ignored, unwanted, or even unloved, leading to emotional distance. As the connection weakens, both partner drifts apart, and the relationship breaks down entirely. The best approach is to be intentional about staying connected. Regularly checking your partner, both emotionally and physically, and make an effort to engage with them. This could mean setting aside time to talk, planning activities together, or giving them a surprise gift. Pay attention to their needs and make them a priority.
If you watch up till this point, you deserve a hug. Stay with me as we talk about the other 5 things you are doing without knowing that is killing your relationship. It would be a great delight if you like this video. Share this video to your friends and subscribe to this channel. Let's continue.
Moving on to number 4, avoiding conflict. Avoiding conflict in a relationship is like sweeping dirt under the rug. It may look clean on the surface, but the mess keeps growing underneath. When one or both of you avoids talking about problems or disagreements, those issues don't go away. They fester and grow into bigger problems. Unresolved conflicts lead to built-up frustration. The relationship looks peaceful on the outside, but it's slowly falling apart because important issues aren't being addressed. The solution is to face conflicts calmly and openly. Instead of avoiding difficult conversations, talk about issues when they arise. Be respectful, listen to your partner's point of view, and work together to find a solution. Healthy conflict resolution helps both people feel heard and understood, preventing small problems from becoming bigger. By addressing conflicts head-on and resolving them together, the relationship grows stronger. Moving to number 3, unresolved personal issues. Unresolved personal issues are like carrying a heavy backpack everywhere you go. Eventually, it slows you down and affects everything you do, including your relationships. When someone has past trauma, insecurities, or emotional baggage that they haven't dealt with, it can spill over into their relationship. They may overreact to small things, struggle with trust, or have difficulty opening up. These unresolved issues can cause misunderstandings, create emotional distance, and make it hard for the relationship to grow. The weight of these problems causes frustration and strain, pushing the partners apart. The solution is to work on healing personal issues before or during the relationship. This can be done through self-reflection, seeking therapy or counseling, and communicating openly with your partner about your struggles. Let your partner know what you're dealing with so they can support you, but also take responsibility for addressing your issues. Working through your emotional baggage helps you show up as your best self in the relationship, leading to a healthier, more balanced connection where both people can enjoy the relationship. Moving on to number 2, dishonesty. Dishonesty is like building a house on shaky ground. It might stand for a while, but eventually it will collapse. When one person lies, even about small things, it breaks the trust between partners. The other person begins to doubt everything that's said and may feel betrayed or hurt. Constant dishonesty creates an atmosphere of suspicion, leading to insecurity and conflict.
The solution is to be truthful and transparent. Trust is built on honesty, so always tell the truth, even if it's difficult. If you've made a mistake, admit it and apologize, showing that you're willing to take responsibility. Create an environment where both partners feel safe sharing their thought.
Moving to number 1, overdependence or over-independence. In other words, depending too much on your partner or not involving them at all in anything you are doing. When you are over-dependent on your partner, you suffocate them. When you are too independent, you make them feel unworthy to be involved in your life. The solution is to carry your partner along in your decisions and avoid being a liability so you don't over-depend on them. This are some everyday behaviors we are doing that is killing our relationship. The problems and the solutions has been explained. Scrutinize your relationship and know where to improve on.
Now that you know the behaviors that might be damaging your relationship, what if you could not only avoid them, but also become the kind of woman who draws her partner closer every day? I'll share the secrets to becoming truly irresistible, inside and out. Check the comments section.